guys, I've got Marcus Smith with me here, creative director of Resistance 3. Now, Marcus, tell me a little bit about the multiplayer event that you guys were showing.
Well, we're showing a demo that takes place in the Republic of Chad, which should be weird enough for people. It's in a prison.
Are those Chad's drops? How
How
many times have you heard that joke?
Sadly, this is the first time. You win.
Sad. That's awesome. So anyway, on to what you were saying.
So it's a demo of one of our levels. All of our maps take place around the world in locations around the world. And we, just right off the bat, had to tell everybody that we're supporting 8-on-8, 16-player max, which should take fans of the franchise by surprise because we've always been known for a lot of player count.
Now, why do you choose to do it that way now?
Multiple reasons. One is we're making a game that takes place after the Chimeran invasion, so it's not so much massive army on massive army. So we wanted to tell a more focused kind of theme and story. But ultimately, it's the gameplay. It's a much tighter experience, and we're trying to build a game where players can choose the way they want to fight, and by building up their characters in a certain way to cater to their play style. And the fact of the matter is, the more players you have in a game, the more you kind of have to incorporate mini missions almost, or mini objectives to get people to do, so it doesn't degenerate into chaos, essentially. So, yeah.
Are you nervous that the fans might not accept this new way of doing things?
No, because it's ultimately a much better game, and that's what matters. It's I think when people get in and play, they'll see that it's a much tighter experience. You can really kind of come on your own. You're not running around looking for fights. You're not trying to find where the action is, and when somebody kills you, you're able to find them, and you're able to sort of learn their play style because you're seeing them a lot more, and it's just a lot more fun, I think.
We've got one map here. How many maps do you guys plan on coming out with, and how soon are we going to see them on the market?
I think we're going to be announcing more as we go. We're not really saying how many maps we have, and the game itself comes out September 6th of this year. So we'll be making more announcements shortly.
Okay, very cool. Now tell me a little bit about how the multiplayer works its way into the single-player campaign.
Well, it actually takes place a little bit after the events of the single-player and co-op campaign, when humans, trying not to give away any story points, but
feel free. No, I don't mind.
Yeah, sure. Don't tell anybody. There's a little bit more even ground happening. So it's sort of humans and Chimera struggling on even footing around the world. So that's sort of the theme of the multiplayer and how it relates to single player. Also, in single player, as you move around, you're going to be hearing, there's kind of this radio network that humans are using to keep in contact the remaining humans. And you'll be hearing about battles that are going on, and they'll be at those locations that you'll be playing in multiplayer. So there's a little bit of tie-in thematically there. Very
cool. Now tell me a little bit about the skill set. I heard that there was active and passive now.
Yeah, we have different abilities that people are able to do. It's as you earn XP, you're going to be able to buy different abilities. That'll include passive abilities that are like stat buffs. So you'll be able to increase your accuracy from hip sniping or something like that. And then there's the active abilities where you're triggering it using the D-pad on the fly. And those things range from the doppelganger, which creates a kind of a mirror image of yourself running along next to you that people will mistakenly shoot at, to the electric hula hoop. It's not called that, but it's a thing that you throw out, and if people try to melee you, they'll take damage, it's pretty fun.
So you've obviously gotten your hands on this quite a bit. What's your favorite thing about the multiplayer, you personally?
I will say that I think my favorite thing about it is the Leaper Corpse right now, which is if you have the Leaper Corpse ability and you get killed, Leapers will pop out of your body and run around and try to kill your enemies.
That does sound disgusting. Awesome. Fantastic. Well, thank you so much for joining us. Guys, if you want more information on Resistance 3, keep it locked to IGN.